A new wave of flooding has hit China's southwest. Authorities are warning the massive Three Gorges Dam is facing the largest flood peak in its history. Now, in Sichuan, more than 100,000 people have been forced to evacuate. And for the first time, the province raised its emergency response level to the highest. Some areas have been cut off. Residents are facing food and water shortages. Now, the floodwaters have not spared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in Sichuan. And for the first time in 70 years, the deluge has reached the feet of this 1,200-year-old Buddha sculpture. Another hard-hit area is Anhui, and President Xi Jinping has inspected flood control efforts.
我们中华民族灾害做斗争的过程中啊，斗了几千年，但是我们呢还要继续斗下去。这个斗呢，不是跟老天爷作对啊，是人与自然要更加和谐。
The Three Gorges Dam is designed to manage flooding on the Yangtze River, and it has already exceeded its warning level. Lynette Lim has more.
The latest flood alert in Sichuan province has once again raised concerns over China's flood containment strategy of building dams. China has the most number of dams in the world, and its biggest, most controversial one, the Three Gorges Dam, is expected to see water inflows rise to the highest level since it was built in 1994. According to China's Ministry of Water Resources, flood level will hit a peak of 72,000 cubic meters per second on Wednesday. Now, these floods are not new. China suffers from annual flooding, and the Three Gorges Dam was designed in part to tame the floods on the Yangtze River, which runs from east to west of the country and cuts across 11 provinces. But some critics say the extraordinary rainfall and flood water levels this year is testing the logic behind China's reliance on its 98,000 dams. Last month, a small dam in the southern province of Guangxi collapsed, while a dam in the central province of Anhui had to be blown up to release surging flood water that had rapidly collected. Critics say the Three Gorges Dam's reservoir is too small to significantly reduce flooding in extreme weather, although it does help during normal years. And this year, the flood risk has increased with extreme rainfall caused by climate change. The situation is also worsened by the fact that many of the smaller, older dams were not adequately reinforced ahead of this flood season due to earlier COVID-19 lockdowns. Human activities such as illegal land reclamation around lakes have also reduced the capacity of water bodies to store flood waters. Analysts say China's strategy is to discharge flood waters to farmland and to protect cities and industrial areas at all costs. And this has resulted in millions being displaced and billions of dollars in economic losses. According to the Ministry of Emergency Management, so far this year, the economic damage hit $26 billion, 13% higher than the average over the past 5 years. Lynette Lim, CNA, Shanghai.